Right now, millions of seniors are getting more money in their Social Security checks, and most don't even realize exactly what changed or how much they're actually receiving. But here's what really matters: this increase is just the beginning. There's a proposed $200 monthly boost that could start in January 2026. Plus, there's serious talk about a $2,000 payment coming your way. And if you don't understand what's happening right now with your benefits, you could miss out on money that's rightfully yours. Food costs are up over 18% in 3 years. Your electric bill probably jumped from around $80 to $145. Dental care is up almost 18%. But your Social Security check? It went up just 2.5%. That math doesn't add up. And it's why nearly 5 million seniors are living below the poverty line right now, struggling to keep a roof over their heads. I'm about to break down exactly what you're getting this month, when it hit your account, what Congress is proposing that could change everything starting next year, and why the formula they use to calculate your cost of living adjustment is fundamentally broken. Before we go any further, do me a quick favor. Drop a comment right now telling me what state you're watching from. Hit that like button so this reaches more people who need to see it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click subscribe and turn on notifications because I post updates every single time something changes with Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or any benefit program. It takes 2 seconds and it helps me reach more seniors who desperately need this information. All right, let's talk about what just happened with your January payment. The cost of living adjustment for 2025 is official and it's already in effect. The increase is 2.5%, and I want to break down what that actually means in real dollars for your specific situation. If you're getting the average Social Security retirement benefit, which is about $1,927 a month, you're now receiving roughly $48 more every single month. Over the course of the entire year, that's an extra $576. Now, if you're on SSI, the federal benefit rate went up from $943 to $967. For individuals, that's a $24 monthly increase. And for couples on SSI, it went from $1,415 to $1,450. Here's something important that might have confused you. SSI recipients actually got their January payment early because January 1st fell on a federal holiday. So if you get SSI, you should have seen this increase in the payment that came on December 31st. If you're on regular Social Security, your payment comes based on your birth date, but the increase is already built into whatever you received. Now, this affects everyone on Social Security retirement, survivor's benefits, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, and railroad retirement. That's about 72 million Americans. It's completely automatic. You don't have to apply. You don't have to call anyone. It just happens. But here's where I need you to pay attention because this is where people get frustrated and confused. Your Medicare Part B premium also went up this year. And for most people, that premium gets deducted directly from your Social Security check. So while your gross benefit increased by 2.5%, your net payment, the actual amount that hit your bank account, might not have gone up as much because of that Medicare deduction. That's completely normal, but you should still check your statement to make sure everything's correct. If your payment seems off, here's exactly what you do. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov and check your benefit verification letter. Compare that to what actually hit your bank account, and if there's a discrepancy, call Social Security right when they open at 8 a.m. local time because you'll get through much faster. If you're owed back pay because of a delay, the SSA will correct it. It just takes time, but that money is yours and you will get it. Now, let me show you why this 2.5% increase is honestly insulting when you look at what's actually happening with costs. Food prices are up 18.2% over the last 3 years. Your cola? 2.5%. Electricity prices went from 15 cents to 19 cents per kilowatt hour. If you were paying $80 to $90 for electricity 3 years ago, you're now paying $140 to $145. Physician services are up 5.4%. Dental services, which so many seniors rely on, are up 17.7%. Communication services and technology are up 16.9%. New vehicles are up 6.7%. Transportation costs are through the roof. Meanwhile, your Social Security check went up 2.5%. Do you see the problem here? This is why millions of seniors are struggling right now. This is why around 5 million Social Security recipients are living below the poverty level. The COLA formula is fundamentally broken, and I'm going to explain exactly why. Right now, the Social Security Administration uses something called CPI-W to calculate your cost of living adjustment. That stands for Consumer Price Index for Workers. But here's the massive issue with this. This formula tracks spending patterns of working age people, not seniors. It doesn't accurately reflect how seniors actually spend their money. Seniors spend way more on healthcare, prescription drugs, and housing than younger workers do. But CPI-W doesn't weight those expenses properly. That's why your COLA never keeps up with your actual costs. There is a solution, and a number of lawmakers, analysts, and experts are pushing to change the formula from CPI-W to CPI-E, which is Consumer Price Index for the elderly. CPI-E would track how seniors actually spend money. It would account for higher medical costs, prescription drugs, rent, and groceries. And according to experts, if they made this change, Social Security benefits could increase by $300 to $500 per month. Let me ask you something. Do you support changing the COLA formula to CPI-E? Because if you do, you need to make your voice heard. Write in the comment section right now, I support CPI-E. If enough people speak up, lawmakers will listen. If you stay silent, nothing changes. So comment below, I support CPI-E. Now here's the big news that could change everything for you starting next year. A group of Democratic senators just introduced a proposal called the Social Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act. This bill would give seniors and disability benefit recipients a $200 fixed monthly increase for 6 months starting in January 2026 and ending in July 2026. That's $1,200 total over 6 months, and here's what matters. It doesn't matter if you receive $1,000 in Social Security or the maximum of $4,873, everyone gets the same $200 increase. That's a flat payment on top of your regular benefit. This proposal is backed by Senator Elizabeth Warren, Senator Chuck Schumer, and a number of other Democratic leaders. And it's not just for Social Security retirement. It includes SSI recipients, railroad retirement beneficiaries, disabled veterans, and those receiving veterans' pensions. This is comprehensive. Now, the biggest question everyone's asking, will it actually pass? That's where things get complicated. This bill needs congressional approval, and right now, Republicans control Congress. Historically, bills that increase benefits for seniors face serious opposition. There's always pushback about the cost, about the deficit, about whether we can afford it. But here's what frustrates me and probably frustrates you too. When Congress wants to pass bills giving billions of dollars to other nations or to corporations, those bills pass overnight. But when it's a bill for seniors, for people who worked their entire lives and paid into the system, suddenly there's no money. That's the frustration millions of Americans are dealing with right now. And this isn't the first time a $200 increase has been proposed. Similar bills have been introduced before, but they keep getting blocked. The question is, will this time be different? With the current affordability crisis and political pressure building, especially from seniors who voted in record numbers in the last election, there's a chance. I'm watching this closely, and the moment anything moves forward, you'll hear about it on this channel first. Now let's talk about the $2,000 payment that a lot of people have been waiting for. There's been talk about giving Americans a $2,000 payment funded by tariff revenue, what some are calling a tariff dividend. The idea is that the U.S. is collecting billions from tariffs on other countries, and Americans should get a piece of that. Here's the truth. This payment will likely come in 2026, not before the holidays like many people hoped, and I know that's disappointing. Seniors need this money right now. They need it so they can put 3 meals a day on the table, so they can enjoy the holidays with their loved ones, so they can pay rent and utilities during the coldest months of the year. But the reality is, this is being pushed to 2026. Now, there's still some debate about the exact timing and whether it'll happen at all. There's support on both sides of the political aisle, but no official bill has been signed yet. For seniors specifically, this $2,000 would be life changing. Remember, around 5 million seniors are receiving below poverty level checks from Social Security. They can't afford rent, they can't afford food. A $2,000 payment would give them breathing room. It would be temporary relief, but it would absolutely help. The question is when, not if, and I'll keep you updated as soon as there's movement. Let me be very honest with you about what I keep seeing after working with thousands of seniors over the years. It's the same pattern every single time. Costs go up, benefits don't keep up, the COLA formula is broken, and every year seniors fall further behind. This isn't a partisan issue, this is a math issue. When food prices go up 18.2% and your COLA is 2.5%, you're losing ground. When electricity costs jump 30% and your benefit barely moves, you're losing ground. When dental care goes up 17.7% and you're on a fixed income, you're losing ground. The $200 monthly increase proposal would help. The $2,000 payment would help. But the real solution is fixing the COLA formula. Switching from CPI-W to CPI-E would make a massive difference. It would finally align your benefits with your actual expenses. And that's what needs to happen. But here's the thing, it won't happen unless you speak up. Lawmakers don't act unless they hear from voters. So if you support changing the COLA formula, comment below, share this video, call your representatives, make noise, because your voice matters. And to anyone who says there's no affordability crisis, show them the numbers I just gave you. The data doesn't lie. Seniors are struggling and they deserve better. All right, before we wrap up, if this video gave you clarity, if it helped you understand what's happening with your benefits, hit that like button because it helps this video reach more people who need this information. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now and click the bell icon because I post updates every single time something changes with Social Security, SSI, SSDI, stimulus payments, all of it. Also, drop a comment below. Tell me what state you're in and whether you saw the COLA increase in your payment, or if you support changing the COLA formula to CPI-E, write I support CPI-E in the comments. Let's show lawmakers that millions of people care about this. Thank you so much for watching. In my next video, I'm breaking down the biggest Social Security mistakes that are costing people thousands of dollars, things like when to claim benefits, how working affects your payments, and what happens if you move to another state. You don't want to miss it. Until then, take care of yourself, check your accounts, make sure your payments are correct, and remember, you've earned every penny, don't settle for less. I'll see you in the next video.